So, excuse the noise, excuse the audio. So, my dumbass recorded this video, and right when I started recording, it started pouring down rain. So, you can't hear a fucking word I said at all throughout this whole video. So, yay for me. So, I'm going to voice over the clip that I took. Yeah, you just have to deal with the words not matching the audio. Whatever. You have to deal with audio not matching the picture, okay? So, what I was recording right here was I had just gotten back from my walk, okay? And leave it to me to fucking put myself in dumbass situations because I just don't like saying no, or, you know what I'm saying? I don't like not being, I'm a very nice, kind person. I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt up front, and anyways, I put myself in stupid situations sometimes. So, well, most of the time I put myself in stupid situations. So, I'm walking, I'm doing my walk, and some dude, I guess, circled around and pulled up beside me. Now, I've had tons of dudes pull up beside me and try talking to me, asking questions. I've had tons of dudes, you know, whatever, want to hang out and talk to me for a minute. And there's most dudes, or a lot of dudes, if they're pestering me or they won't, you know what I'm saying, really let it go. I'll sit and, whatever, I'll let them drive up the block, sit in the car for a minute, hear them out, hear what they want to say. So, when I'm on walks, there's a lot of times guys will stop me and be like, hey, you want to hang out for a minute? Or, hey, you know, you mind, whatever, hop in the car a minute and sit and talk for a second. Whatever, a lot of guys ask this, you know what I'm saying, which I'm not really worried about because I don't have a lot of fear, I never have. So, you know, I don't stress about shit like that. So, most of the time, I'm like, fine, whatever. If they're really, you know, adamant about it, I'm like, okay, whatever. And I'll sit with them for a minute, we'll talk, we'll either drive around the block, or they'll park somewhere and we'll talk for a minute, and then, you know, I go about my walk or whatever afterwards, after I turn them down normally, or whatever. Right? So, leave it to me to get myself in stupid situations, because I don't like saying no, or being mean, or just, you know what I'm saying. And I like, honestly, a lot of it is, I want to go ahead and get it over with. Like, that sounds messed up, but like, you know, I want the interaction to hurry up and end. And a lot of times, a lot of dudes don't take no for an answer that easily and shit. So it's just easier for me to give in, you know what I'm saying, and do what they're asking and just get it over with. That's how I see it. Okay? He was like, come on, just take a ride with me for a second. Let's just talk. I want to talk to you real quick and shit. And I was like, you know what, fine. All right, whatever, kid. I'll hear you out. And so he asked me if I was single and shit. I was like, yeah. He's like, you looking for somebody? I was like, possibly, maybe. I guess kind of, but not like, I don't know. I don't get out much. I don't talk to a lot of people and shit. And obviously in my head I'm thinking, you're just obviously too young, one. Which I told him that. And so he's like, oh, okay. So you're not trying to, you know, go out with anybody or hook up or, you know, have fun or anything? And I was like, yeah, no, I'm cool. Thank you, though. And he's like, you sure? He's like, you sure you don't want to just, you know, do something real quick with me? He's like, there's not any way I can convince you. And he starts to reach down and touch my leg. And he's like, there's nothing I can do to convince you. And I start to push him off and I said, no, I don't think so. I don't, you know, like doing shit like that. And he's like, come on, man. He was like, come on. He's like, I can pull off to the side of the road real quick. I got tinted windows. And I was like, no. And so, you know, he kept pestering me. He was like, it'll only take a second. He's like, come on, you know you want to. And then next thing I know, I'm pushing his arm away, and he goes to lift up his arm like he's going to move it away, and then he just jams it right back down, except this time he goes inside my pants. And he's like, you sure I can't convince you and shit? And he's trying to grab me. And I'm pushing him off, and I kept him from actually touching, you know, that area. I actually kept him from it. Like, I kept pushing against his hand right before he was about to touch it. I said, hey, I'm on my period. And, because I am on my period. Anyways. And finally, he stopped and took it. And he was like, come on, like, that really matters? And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, it does. Especially to me. What the fuck? You're so straight. What are you talking about? So, anyways, and this dude's like, come on, let's just pull along the side. You know, basically, it doesn't matter you're on a period. It don't matter. Let's just pull along the side. The windows are tinted. Let's fucking have fun or whatever. Real quick. And obviously, I told him no and shit. And dude was okay about it. And he's like, okay, I understand. No hard, you know what I'm saying? He took no hard feelings to it. He's like, I understand. He lets me out of the car and I, you know, go about my walk. So, anyways, it's funny. It's crazy because, what? I'm shocked that some Asian kid, a young 25-year-old Asian man, had the balls to do that shit, first off. And, you know, I'm not mad about it or anything, whatever. You know, dude maybe felt like he was getting mixed signals or something. I don't know. Because he was like, well, you got in the car with me. And I was like, well, that's just because I was being nice, yo. Because you were pestering me about it, and I just wanted to get over with. You know what I mean? And apparently, I think he did have a nice car, though. Now that I think about it, I think he actually did probably have, like, a nice-ass car. But I don't know. I didn't pay attention because, again, I'm not really paying attention to this shit like that. I'm on my walk. I'm just trying to get this over with. You know what I'm saying? So... and so maybe it's just me, but I find this really crazy. Granted, the dude could have had condoms, obviously, on him. There's a good chance of it, because a lot of young guys do, or a lot of guys do have condoms on them normally. But, take this guy was on his way to work, okay? This guy's on his way to work. Again, he could have condoms in the car, maybe, but he was literally wanting to fuck me, like offering to fuck me right then and there. Some strange girl he just seen walking. He was trying to get down to fucking. He was trying to fuck some strange girl. She was just walking. I could have diseases. I could be, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this dude was straight. Granted, again, he could have maybe had condoms on him, but I just have a feeling he probably didn't. And I think he was really gonna balls to the wall and just fucking do that. And it just seems so crazy to me. Like, you know how dangerous that is? Like, what the fuck? Like, a dude. And on top of that, I was on my period. On top of that. So this dude was gonna fuck some strange bitch that was walking down the street at like 3 a.m, fucking on her period. Good chance with no condom, and like you don't know if I have anything. Like, it's crazy, dude. So yeah, is that a normal thing for you guys? I mean, guys say it is, that I'll fuck anything and shit, but like, goddamn, like, it just seems so crazy to me, so risky. Like, and it was risky as fuck for him to do what he did anyway, especially with. Anyways, do you guys normally do that? Because if so, that's crazy. Because that's risky as shit to be doing that. It's risky as shit to do what he did in general, just by, you know, touching me and shit. But just to fuck some random bitch walking the street at 3 a.m. This just seems so crazy. Granted, obviously, I don't really look like a crackhead or anything, but still, I mean, shit, it's just crazy to me. I don't know, it's so crazy. You don't know what people, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that was my walk yesterday morning. Yeah, that was my walk yesterday morning. You know, always eventful, like always. Anyway, so yeah, that was my morning walk story. Anyway. Oh, and real quick, at the end, yeah, I also will. Everybody's always asking me, why can't you stand up? Can you stand up? So I will stand up and show you my outfit. By the way, the only part of this video that my phone literally caught was the part right at the end after I stood up and showed my outfit. And I was like, maybe a little slutty. That's like literally the only audio I caught. Again, you'll see it in just a minute. Could say it's supposed to be dressed, but it's fucking hot. It's Arizona. What else am I supposed to wear? Sweater. A little hoish, maybe. You could say. Maybe. I guess. I don't know. It's fucking hot out here. Again. It's hot. What am I supposed to wear? Anyways, all doing okay. Sorry I've been, you know, inconsistent. You know me. Always a bitch. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, but yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.